Hey everyone! Welcome to another session of online art. Today I prepared a fun project that's going to be a little more hands-on. We're going to be making a mask, and I've attached a link below in the video info of a step-by-step in case it's easier to also just look at the pictures if I move too fast. But we're going to be making a masquerade mask. All you need is ideally a paper plate. I don't have a paper plate, so I'm going to use styrofoam, scissors, paint, or anything that you can decorate with. So we're going to basically cut a mask shape out of this, and then we can collage it. If you have collage, you can. If you want to add glitter, rhinestones, if you have the right types of glue, you can do that. However you want to decorate it is up to you. And then just a straw of some sort so that we can attach our finished mask to hold it up. And if you have hot glue, even better, but I'm going to try to just use nice thick packaging tape. So the first thing you're going to do, let me move this closer. Before we can start decorating our mask, we need to first get its shape down. So on your plate, I'm going to do on this side because on the other side there's a pattern already. So on your plate, trace out the shape that you want your mask to be. I'm going to give my mask a little corners and a little thing up here so it can fit around my nose. And at some point we're going to have to definitely cut out the eyes. We'll figure that out later. So that's the very first step, is just this basic shape for your mask. Now I did this in pencil. As always, I'm going to go over it again in marker for you. So a little corner, and you can make your mask however you want. If you want to give it a different type of shape, paper plates are pretty easy to get, so you can make a lot of different types of masks. You could make some for your family members or whoever you're at home with, so you can play games together with your new mask. Okay, once you have this basic shape, you're gonna take your scissors and cut out this shape. The reason why we're using a plate instead of paper is because it's just a little bit stronger. Okay, so I'm cutting all around. And I'm actually making the mask just a little bigger, kind of just eyeing it. I hope this fits around my face. Oops, and it fell. Okay, this we will be able to discard. This is the basis for my mask shape. I am gonna very quickly grab a paper towel. I just want to be able to wipe off my marker here. Now that I don't need it as a guideline, I kind of want my mask to be nice and clean. And then this is going to be the basis of it. Can you guys see? So now I have to poke my eyes through, okay? Not my eyes, but the eyes on the mask. And then we can start decorating. So I know my eyes are going to be somewhere around the middle, two little circles somewhere around the middle. So really think about, if this was on my face, where should I poke the hole so that I can actually see through it, okay? And if you need help with a parent, you can ask for help. I forgot to mention this lesson is kid-friendly for all ages. If you're a bit older, you can kind of do this on your own. And if you're a bit younger, you can have an adult help you out if you need help. So I know my eye is going to be somewhere probably around here. So just somewhere around the middle, okay? Hopefully that works. It's my first time doing this with you. So to poke a hole or to get a hole through here, you want to just get your scissor and just poke a hole through the paper. If you're younger, this is where you would need help from an adult to make sure you don't poke yourself. And then basically cut out the circle shape within the mask. Very careful. Do not cut through your mask. Only cut the circle out. Only cut the circle out, okay? This is probably the one challenging part that you might need help from an adult with. So I've got one eye. And I can kind of measure out. I think my eye will need to be a little closer. I think I drew it a little far apart. It's okay if it's not perfect. If the first time is kind of hard, you can always do a second. So poking a hole through here. Woo! This was like an old plate from way back that I found. And I'm cutting around. I'm only cutting the circle shape. Again, if this is tough for you, you know, ask an adult. This is the only part that you might really need help with. Okay? And I'm going to wipe down my marker, just get it all off, because I'm going to end up decorating this. So my mask is on the way. I feel like my eyes could be a little bigger, so I'm actually just going to cut a tiny bit out. Maybe I'm giving myself more of like a cat eye, just by cutting out 2 little triangles. Yeah, I like it. Awesome. So, the next step is decorating. And if you want to collage, meaning if you want to take paper and cut it up and glue it on top, you could do that. If you have really good glue, you could add beads or glitter, whatever you want. I am just going to paint. So I got, it's better for styrofoam to paint. On paper, you can even decorate with, if you're using a paper plate, you can decorate with markers. But I'm going to paint this. So I'm going to just do my style. I'm using today only red, yellow, and white. Just to make a fun little pattern. I think I'm going to do like a lot of bright colors. I was kind of thinking about like carnival. So again, you can collage, you can decorate however you want. I'm simply going to paint. And I think I'm going to just do a pattern. I might start with red. Maybe add a little yellow. Okay, that's more like an orange. I'm going to wash my brush. And I'm going to make a light yellow by mixing yellow and white. So I think I'm going to do a gradient. I feel like I've talked a lot about gradients, so it's when colors change from one another. So I'm going from red to orange to yellow, and I'm adding a little white on every part so that it can get a little more opaque. That means that it doesn't look so see-through. See how when I add a little white, it gets a little thicker. Okay, I'm washing my brush. This is just me decorating the way I want to decorate. So whatever you're doing at home, I hope you're doing your own style and making your own choices to decorate. Okay. So I'm going to get a little more. And then I'm going to add a little red over here to get my orange going again. This is just me mixing colors, okay? I'm just starting with red on one side, making it into orange, and then making it into yellow. And every time I switch colors, remember, I always need to wash my brush. And I notice on this side, check it out, way too much water. I put too much water, so my color's not that deep. So I'm just going to go ahead and add more paint. So that's my first layer. I did a background, and now I could even wait for it to dry a little bit. And I could go on top and add a pattern. I'm maybe gonna do different colored dots. I'm gonna mix it up because I want to not just have only red. And this would be even better if I'd waited a little for it to dry. So like I said, you can decorate however you want. I really wish I had some glitter at home because then I would also add glitter. We have one more step, and that is attaching the little handle to our mask, right? So if you have hot glue at home, that will work great if you can have an adult help you out with that. Or you can also use a nice amount of tape. The thicker or stickier the tape, the better. This is paint, don't worry. So I'm going to try and do that while my mask dries out a little. It's a bit wet, so I don't want to handle it too much or it might mess it up. Let me just get my tape ready. And in the meantime, you can have plenty of time to decorate your mask however you want, because I decorated mine pretty quickly. Got my tape. And I know I'm going to want to tape my straw. You can use any kind of thick stick. If you have pipe cleaners, that will work. But I do have straws lying around, so I thought might as well. I'm going to take my tape and put it in the middle of my straw. And I'm going to wait just a little more for it to dry. Okay, so I'm going to take this out. Now don't mind the back, it's just an old plate. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to attach the tape to the back of my plate. Like this. So that it looks like this in the front. Okay, and I have some excess tape sticking out, both in my eye and on my in my eye and on the other side. So I'm going to use my scissors and I'm just going to cut down that tape. So I'm just cutting down my tape. One second. I'm just going to cut down this little tape bit here. And as you can see from the video, the paint is still very wet. All right, so I cut out the little tape so it's not in the eye. It's pretty sturdy. I could maybe put another piece down if I wanted to, but this is pretty much, this is just tape for hanging up my mask. But this is pretty much what I have. If you want, you can also add ribbons. You can add anything you want, glitter, gems, stickers. You could even decorate the straw if you wanted to. But this is really the gist of it, okay? So remember, find an empty plate. Styrofoam or paper will work. Draw out the shape of your mask however you want it. I will attach a link, like I said, so you can see a couple images, or you can also Google image mask shapes to get inspiration. And then go ahead and cut out your eyes. Feel free to decorate however you want, and attach your straw. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you have so much fun and use this at home, and hope that you come up with amazing designs to decorate it. Thank you.